Has Elon destroyed Tesla's moat by not patenting their work? So for those who don't know, a moat in business is a sustainable competitive advantage, like the thing with crocodiles and sharks around a castle, to keep rivals at bay and help protect long-term profitability. The number of moats that Tesla has is bombastic. We'll talk about those in a minute, and I think that's more important. But Elon Musk, I think, stated a few times regarding patents, they will not file patents on a technology in order to encourage other companies to adopt and build on its innovations. They are sharing some of their patents, and that open source approach is intended to make the world a better place, increase adoption of sustainable energy, and all that other good stuff. So, I mean, it's very, very brave what he does, but there's so many other elements to this that we need to dig into. First of all, my view on patents, and I have two. One is most patents are BS. They cost time to file and take a lot of time, then approvals and searches, etc. And once they're up, and after all those legal expenses and time and everything else, people can take your patent, modify it, and reissue it. And even if you think it's very like yours, the enforcement is very costly and very timely. And of course, patents can they be enforced in China? Well, sort of, but it's very hard, and you need to issue them first, and you got to wait 31 months. So that's my view on patents. And maybe, Elon could be painting himself as a hero. Look at me giving away all my patents, but really he believes they are bullshit too. Who knows? Who knows? Let's talk about the speed of evolution, which is very important. And there's an AI question coming later. And the way in which technology and processes and manufacturing and medicines are developing is staggering. So the speed at which Tesla is evolving far exceeds the pace at which you could ever even create, file, and or get patents approved. So I believe it's nonsense. And the most important thing you need to look at is moats. As I mentioned at the beginning, these are just some of the top moats that Tesla have that no other car company has right now. None. First of all, they have locked up supply, things like aluminium, lithium, far ahead of other competitors. They weren't even thinking about lithium supplies, 3-4 years ago when Tesla was. They have locked up suppliers for key parts and infrastructure, whether it be a big stamping press, etc. They have a charging infrastructure that would take years and billions for other companies to rebuild. They also have the best battery technology. They have the best FSD. They have the best manufacturing process, and they have relentless innovation. They never, ever, ever get tired of rebuilding, improving, making things better, ripping out processes, ripping out parts. That is what makes it different. For a traditional car company, ICE manufacturer, or even some of these EV companies, they outsource everything. And they pull everything in. And to change anything is just ridiculous. And by the way, in this list, I haven't even mentioned gigafactories, which are the machine that builds the machine, which into itself is very special and unique. So that is what I would look at. I don't think Elon Musk cares about patents because he's smart and he knows where not to waste time. In addition, very important piece of history here, and I've always said this, is, the patent part is the genius is, per Thomas Edison, 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. So the whole sequence behind this is, anybody can have an idea or a concept or a plan for something. That is 1% of the effort. The hard part is execution, execution, execution. That's why Elon Musk slept on a factory floor for 3 years to nail Giga Texas and fix problems around battery manufacturing. Now, execution involves taking all the necessary steps to make the idea happen, planning, organizing, implementing, etc., etc. And a great idea doesn't guarantee success. But what does is excellent execution. And that is key. So can the other car companies catch up and execute as good? Maybe, but they're 5 to 7 years behind. And that's why the next 5 to 7 years will be good.